Are Chinese EV makers about to conquer the world? With sales slowing down at home, these companies are aggressively expanding into overseas markets, and the potential impact is huge. Get ready to see more Chinese electric vehicles on your streets. But here's why this global push might be more complex than it seems. Analysts are pointing to a significant shift. Chinese electric vehicle, EV manufacturers are increasingly focusing on international sales as growth in mainland China cools down. This slowdown is partly due to the phasing out of government incentives, such as tax breaks and direct cash subsidies, that previously fueled the domestic EV boom. Think of it like this. The training wheels are coming off and Chinese EV makers are now ready to race on the global stage. But here's the kicker. Selling EVs abroad is proving to be far more profitable for these companies. We're talking about net margins of around 20,000 yuan, approximately $706 per vehicle sold outside of China. That's a major incentive to ramp up international production and distribution. This higher profitability allows them to reinvest in research and development, further strengthening their competitive edge. To capitalize on this opportunity, Chinese EV companies are launching a wider range of models and targeting untapped markets where demand is high and competition might be less intense. One prominent example is Leapmotor, backed by Stellantis, which has seen impressive sales growth this year. Leapmotor recently announced plans to introduce its C10 and B10 SUVs in Brazil and Chile through an extensive sales network. By the end of the year, customers can expect to see these models in 36 showrooms across 27 cities in Brazil and in 5 stores in Chile. That's a serious commitment to expansion. Leapmotor isn't stopping there. In the near future, Leapmotor will expand our footprint in other South American markets including Argentina, Colombia and Ecuador, the company stated. We will have a presence in all the key markets on the continent. While Leapmotor hasn't publicly disclosed specific delivery targets for South America, their intentions are clear. They're aiming for a significant market share. And this is the part most people miss. While the focus is on expansion, the long-term implications for the global automotive industry are immense. Western automakers will face even greater competition, and consumers will have more choices than ever before. But here's where it gets controversial. Some critics argue that this aggressive expansion could lead to oversupply in the global EV market, potentially driving down prices and squeezing profit margins for everyone. Others worry about the potential impact on local automotive industries in countries targeted by Chinese EV makers. So what do you think? Is this global expansion a win-win for consumers and Chinese EV makers? Or could it lead to unforeseen consequences for the automotive industry as a whole? Will Western automakers be able to compete effectively? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.